There, thank you for the 90 people watching. That's ridiculous. Thank you. I'm putting in the app deal, you know, the ats. Sorry. All right, there. Now is that going to come up in this chat so that I can pin it? It doesn't look like it is. I don't think that even showed up in the chat. Well, this is fucking dumb. I can't put the things in there. I have no idea what to do. This is the dumbest fucking shit that I've ever seen, that I can't chat in this fucking chat on the phone, that on my live. I really don't have anything to talk about, so I don't know what to do. I'm highly depressed. I don't have any fucking food intake whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't have much to say, man. No. And I can't pay attention to that chat too much because it's like, oh, kid kicker, that kid. I'm not doing it to myself. I'm fucking not doing it to myself. But whenever this time comes, when there's no money and there's no food in the fucking house, I have to get on here and do this. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem very productive most of the time. But you did help us the last time we were on. And I appreciate that, you know. I was just hoping there was somebody that could help. But I can't even put the things in there. I can't even put it in the chat. That makes absolutely no sense.
What is it under?
It's the Tento Saga one, so it's... I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Is that right? That might be right. Yeah, try signing in. Yeah, I think that's right. That should be right. I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't have anything to say to you. I just don't. And I'm not in hello my honey, hello my baby, hello my ragtime gal fucking entertainment mode either. So I apologize for that. But basically I'm looking for just a couple, one or two nice people to go, oh, like those people are fucking starving, so maybe I will help them out a little bit. That's why I'm here. Because that's the case. It's like we're fucking starving.
There we go. Now you can put it in.
All right, sweet. You can pin it. I can pin it. That's a phenomenal deal. Okay. But aside from my not okay life, I hope everybody else's life is all right. You know, I hope. And then post and pin that shit. Yeah, there you go. All right. Thank you, honey. So there's the two things. If you can help out, that would be absolutely phenomenal. And there are some people that usually help us out that we don't have to ask really. But lately, it's been so bad lately with living and people not getting enough pay, and people deciding to not pay them as well. That's pretty messed up. They've found it hard to give. So I know everybody's going through. If you're not like a deca-millionaire or a billionaire, you're not feeling good now, right now in the economy. You're just not. So my sympathy to everyone, really. Because unless you're fucking Musk or somebody like him, you're hurting in some way. Even rich fucking people out in California can't keep a roof over their head anymore because the cost of living's so high. Like people that are doctors and lawyers are losing their homes. That's fucking insane. And that tells you systematically there's something really wrong. Because those are the careers that are supposed to be, oh yeah, if you want to be secure in your life in America, it might be a good idea to get a degree as either a doctor or a lawyer. Because we're always going to need doctors and lawyers. Well, maybe not. I think ChatGPT will probably be a better lawyer most days. And once the bots are perfect, you don't need surgeons no more. Because the AI will do surgery, of course. So all your jobs are going away. You have a stagnant, you could say, currency, which we refuse to do what we should have done decades and decades ago, getting rid of interest money. You ever ask yourself the question, why the fuck there's an interest rate on your money? Why? Yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it? No, it doesn't seem right. That's because it's not. The founders would have said, wait, there's some entity in your country that's charging you interest to print your own money? Well, wait a minute. That's not something you want to hear. Not if you understand the way countries work. You control their currency. You control everything. And of course, all these controllers like fucking Kissinger and Brzezinski and all these like Council on Foreign Relations scumbag Satanists, all of them understand that. I don't give a shit what law you make in that country. If I control the currency, it does not matter what laws you make, because I can buy it. And honestly, that's what you've lived in since, 1913. That's a long fucking time. Yeah, and we got 2 world wars out of it. Well, we got a world war out of it. And a bunch of non-declared conflicts that just piped money into the fucking meat grinder of Death Incorporated America. That's what you got. That's what you're fucking living in, and it's sad. It's really sad that your tax money has to go for turning people into meat. It's really unfortunate. So I've been just ranting here now for a little bit. I hope to get paid for a rant, And if we get food money, then maybe I'd even do a fucking mukbang. I don't know. Maybe. But it's pretty late, and it's going to be Sheets food anyway, that's for sure. So I'm just looking for an angel out there that's sweet. And, I'm sorry, a lot of the times I just come on here crotchety and not feeling well because it's mainly malnutrition. I can tell you that. But there's always angels out there that flutter around all the demons. There's like the majority of people in chat rooms are just demonic, and they hate. That's all they're there for, is demonic hate. For some reason, these like really sweet angel type people every once in a while flutter around the room. They stay way above all you demons, like the vast majority of you like literal, you like eating excrement demons. But above you, way above you, are these angels, and every once in a while they just toss manna down, And that's why thank you for the tomatoes. Fucking, look at it, and the first thing I see is Kid Kicker. Like, I can't look in my own chat without being fucking triggered by stupidity. Where the hell, where's Dashton at? I saw Dashton up in here, and I am going to give him odds. I'm coming for you, Dashton. I hope you're still in here, because the majority of what's in here is just fucking trash, and that's just the facts of the matter. It just is facts, Maybe you're gone. I don't know. If I see you again, I'm going to make you a mod, and you can start popping these people, Dashton. If you see assholes that just do the Kid Kicker shit and that fucking retarded bullshit, just get it out of there, Vegas Violator, this is somebody that uses the fucking avatar of Leonardo DiCaprio in Django. Okay, like, you want to come at me for being some kind of immoral individual, and you idolize, like, a literal racist. Like, give me a fucking break. That's hilarious. You want to idolize a character that's a fucking slave owner, and I'm bad. Okay. All you fucking assholes want is conflict and me getting angry and yelling at you. Like, you have this fetish, like a lot of you I think have this fetish of like masturbating to yourself, like insulting people. It's very weird. And any of the counselors that I saw in rehab would say you're deranged, like you have massive mental problems. Yeah, I might starve. That's the funny thing, isn't it? Isn't that funny? What a psychopath. Like, go into the 4chan rooms. Vegas Violator. Go into the 4chan rooms, because that's definitely where you fucking belong. People like you, man, you're fucked in the head. You know, you really are. And you're causing America to fall apart. People like you. But for the angels out there, we got our things pinned. So if you can feed a couple of God's kids, you know, we need it. We need feeding from the God manna vault. We need God's manna vault to open up and pour some bread on us. Literally. Or figuratively. Either would work. Because literally, we'd have manna from heaven, and that's cool. But figuratively speaking, you throw some bread in the account, and then we get food with it. You see how that works? I'd go on a rant about Trump. I have not looked at the latest dog shit that he's done. But, you know, Shanny told me a couple things that he's continuing to just fucking, well, change the country fundamentally. That's for sure. But I could rant on that if I knew the latest shit, but I don't. Because I have not looked at it, to be honest. Holy shit. But it is, you know, I see this, it is kind of like a new meme type deal that I see going on. That there's people that are just like mocking people over the EBT thing. Well, that's funny. That's pretty funny, because I hope that there won't come a day that the individuals that do that don't have to be on it themselves. Even when I had all my money and I never wanted for nothing, I supported, you know, people having food programs that can't afford it. I supported that shit. Supported that with tax dollars too. But it's like, America is turning into Sodom. And social media reflects that. You got these people like, I don't want to hear your bullshit about, I don't buy food stamps. Yeah, some people got food stamps because they can't work, man. And the way for them to get some kind of sustenance money is through that program. So I really hope these people that are quote-unquote able-bodied and making their own money for their food don't get crippled one day. And then they're going to need some fucking help. And they're going to have to eat those words that they had in those videos, man. They're going to have to really eat them. Because anybody can end up in the position that we're in and a lot of Americans are in. They're basically homeless and you're staying underneath someone else's roof, so you're not really counted as homeless. That type of shit. And they're relying on a government program to put food in their mouth. There are a lot of Americans going through that. There's families going through that. There's families that have people that have jobs that are good jobs going through that. And the answer that the Republican Party has is, well, let's cut all the assistance. You know, you'll have somebody go up on Capitol Hill, right? And they'll be outraged at how we don't take care of people. And then the Republican response is, well, you know what? You're right. We should take care of no one. Why the hell should I have to worry about some other individual's kids? That doesn't make any sense. That's their responsibility to take care of that child. And if they can't, then the authorities have to get involved or whatever. And a family that can take care of that child has to take care of the child. That's the way it's supposed to go. Okay, so to save money in the system, we're willing to break up families then. But I thought you were all pro-family, Republican Party. Like you're all family first and God and the Bible and guns and that shit, self-defense, all of that cool stuff, right? The American fucking way. That's what you're about. But pro-life too. Oh, no way. If you got even a little, if you're even close to having a baby in you, man, you're property of the state. You're not touching that. You can't touch that thing inside your body. That is not touchable. It doesn't matter that that's your body. It doesn't matter that that's a life inside your body. It doesn't matter. You can't touch that shit. Okay. Guys don't fight for the Roe v. Wade thing because they go, well, it's not me. You know, what the hell do I care about reproductive rights? Because I'm a male. You know, I'm not the one that has the bun in the oven. You know, I just skeet inside it and do it, and that's it. Yeah, but you should be worried about the Roe v. Wade thing too, buddy, because your autonomy is tied to Roe v. Wade. Do you know how we got HIPAA? HIPAA is based on Roe v. Wade. So, I mean, that's why healthcare is falling apart right now, because there's no human rights. They took it away. They took away human rights in healthcare. It's just about abortion. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is about bodily autonomy of humans, meaning males and females. I'm ranting over here about shit like this, but the fact is, guys, that there's absolutely no fucking food in the house, period. So, like, I'm just waiting on an angel to help me out here, because it's bad. This is not good. And Shanny's over here praying. I'm praying too in my spirit. There's always one out there, you know, with actual good intentions. It's usually the case, and I'm just waiting on that person. The priest in the temple would get just a portion of bread, and that's all I'm asking for, is my portion of the showbread from the table. You know, it's never extravagant. No, you get the seconds after God. That's how it worked. But I would have been fine with that, because God's seconds is pretty good shit. That's what I say. So I would have made a good Aaronic priest. I could have definitely done that deal. Judah. I mean, that's the name he gave me. My new name, Judah. So I'll take that. There's nothing better than ministering to the Lord, man. When you really feel like you're doing the right thing in God and you're starting to get like revelation and stuff, that's the best feeling you can have as a human being. I could tell you that, because I was in that spot. That is in his favor, and definitely doing the thing I was supposed to do at the time and walking in him. And that is, that's such, it's the best feeling. There's nothing better than that. And these Satanists that came into my life is just a fucking monkey on my back. A spiritual hindrance and a monkey. Just shit in my face every day. You know, with stuff from the past that's stuff I can't change. I would change if I could change, but I can't change. That's shit. But this is the plight of a streamer, you know? The plight of a YouTube streamer is to scream into an abyss of people that are chanting for your death. YouTube is a stand-up comedy stage where the people literally heckle you and bully you to self-harm on stage. That's what YouTube is. The audience. It's a bunch of like shape-shifting lizards, and you're up there on stage and you're just trying to give a good performance and make people laugh or whatever your deal is up there on the stage, to inform or either educate, entertain. That's usually it. It's either to educate or entertain. And just your audience are literal lizards, and that their tongues are coming out of their mouths, and they're just, you hear the hissing, and you can feel a little, every once in a while, a little spittle come out of the mouth of one of those fuckers that are hissing at you on stage, and you just keep doing what you do because you're a YouTuber and you're locked in it. It's like psychologically you are locked into being a talking head on a fucking phone for people. But talking heads on phones, even that needs to eat. So I'm hoping that there's an angel out there that's hearing my voice, that sees the Cash App and the Venmo and goes, okay, I'll help you out. You look like you're pretty run down. Yeah, I'm looking pretty fucking run down. It's rough, but I'm glad my body can take the, you know. Well, let's see. I guess today I had a total of maybe 150 calories, something like that, because it was like wheat bread, and I had a few pieces of wheat bread. So, yeah, that's probably in like 200 calories. So I'm blessed. Fucking Nigeria, that, you know, they can't even get a bowl of rice a week. So I think I'm probably doing all right then. I'll look at it that way for sure. It's better to look at it that way than the other way. You just get really fucking depressed and caught up in your feels if you look at shit from the half-empty perspective. Cynics to me aren't very useful to humanity, you know what I mean, folks? I want to thank the 189 people in the room. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I'd like that. If you could help out with that. Just the crooked thumb up, you know, hit that shit. But if you are blessed and you can hit the Venmo or Cash App with something, that would be extremely helpful. Because we just got to get some Sheets food up in the house, folks. You know what I mean? We'll call it a Big Mott's sandwich. But Shanny likes the Big Mott's, which is a good choice. You know, Sheets food is pretty fucking top tier in terms of gas station fast food. It's pretty good. So we're looking to get some Sheets in situation up in here. trying to remember the last thing Shanny told me with the Trump situation. I can't remember. But he's always got new irons in the fire of thinking about, well, maybe this is a good way to break the Constitution. Yeah, maybe this is a good one. We're going to try this. All right. Sir, you're breaking the Constitution. Exactly. That's the point. That's why I put it up on the wall, so that I could read it and know how to break each one. Everybody was like, oh my God, Trump is amazing. He finally got the Constitution out of the basement of the White House, and he hung it on the wall. Isn't he an incredible president for doing that? Yeah, but you didn't know the reason why he did it. The reason why he did it was so that he could microscopic. You know, he takes like one of those little magnifying glasses that you put in your eye socket, and he's looking at it real close. Oh, there's a good one. That's a good amendment right there that I could fucking break right there. Oh my God. He's strategically studying the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the entirety of our beautiful country's our documents that made the country. And he's like, how can I piss on this and burn it? Let's just do it. Take the frame of this motherfucking thing, throw it out in the front of the White House and set it on fire. But sir, you said you didn't want flag burnings. You're going to burn the Constitution? Absolutely. It's a new day in America. We need the United States of Trump, okay? And when we have a new Constitution, all it's going to be called is Trump. At the top of the document, it will say Trump. And everything is based on the fact that Trump is a god, okay? That's where the country's going. You like that? I don't like that. We don't have any god men kings. We don't do that shit here. We're not supposed to anyway. King Charles goes, you know, it might be a good idea to try and get the United States back under the crown. And then Trump is like, well, that sounds like a good idea to me. Really? He's like, hey, King Charles, call me. We'll talk about this. I thought we fought a war to get away from that, but whatever. Okay, we'll go back under the crown then, I guess. We'll probably have better health care, Don. You're not giving us some very good health care. I saw Charlie Kirk mentioned in the chat there, and I'll tell you, there's some smelly stuff with that, isn't there, folks? Oh boy, that's looking like an op. You better believe that's looking like an op. But that's why you don't go against Israel, man. If you're vocal and you're on the right, and if you think you're going to come out and say that I don't like Israel, look at what we did to Charlie, man. You don't want to touch that. Heartless fucking Ashkenazi, fake fucking Jews, not real Jews, okay? Because the believers in Hashem don't sacrifice to Baal, and that's what these people do. When you're bombing babies, you're sacrificing the blood of innocent children to Baal. Mosaic Jews don't do that, man. They're not into that shit. They have a very specific way of how they do sacrifice, and it's with an innocent sheep in a temple, which they don't have. Oh my God. Jared Genesis, I'm sorry, man, I don't know you, dude, but you're saying we hang out and like look at chicks together. I don't know you, man. Jason and I went to Epstein Island together. Is that right, Jared Genesis? That's wild. I don't remember that. I criticized Charlie Kirk. Then when he gets killed, you want to whine. Shut the fuck up. No, yeah, I didn't agree with Charlie Kirk at all. He's a MAGA guy. All right, that's enough of the fucking spam and bullshit. If you're going to spam the same thing over and over again, I'm sorry. You're gone. Hey, really? Did you send something? Maybe? Did you? I don't troll me, you know? Something out here. No. Why would you say that? That's not nice. You got what you wanted, though. I went to the door, right? That's the point of telling me there's something at the door, is to go and see me go to the door